Okay, so this video is going to be a response from Jay from Super Carlin Brothers. Jay did a video a little while back about Zootopia and some of the underlying themes and how individual scenes did a good job of addressing stereotypes and race, but how the movie as a whole kind of sent mixed messages. Link in the description below if you haven't seen his video. If you haven't seen his video, then you probably need to go watch it or else it really won't make a lot of sense. So go watch his video now! Okay, great, you're back. As you may have noticed, he had a lot of questions and comments, and this is just my response to them. I do not expect him to ever see this video, but I'm doing it anyway, so oh well. Obviously there will be spoilers, so if you haven't seen Zootopia, go watch it. On to my response. First off is the fact that Jay had a problem with Assistant Mayor Bellwether causing all the animals to go crazy, and the fact that her motivation was so Prey could be and stay in power, yet Prey already made up 90% of the population of Zootopia, so it'd be pretty hard for the 10% to rise up and overthrow the 90%, not to mention the fact that there was a predator as the mayor. And I realize most of the people watching this video, so like two, already know this. But I'm telling this for everyone else who decided to be lazy and not watch the video. So now you actually might kind of understand what I'm talking about. And this is where I want to put my 2 cents in. While 90% of the prey may make up 90% of the population, it seems to me that the small prey are the ones that are discriminated against the most. I mean, a buffalo, an animal of prey, is the head of police, but Judy, who wants to be the first bunny cop, is told that's impossible and is made fun of and discriminated against. This is because the buffalo is big and Judy is small. And while most of the members of the police force are predators, there are some prey, and they're all big, except Judy. Judy is discriminated against even though, for the most part, the big prey are not. I think Bellwether was lumping all the prey together so it would be easy to explain her plan and for them to all be easily controlled. Her justification for doing it was for the protection of the small prey, the ones that the animals that are being discriminated against the most, such as herself, which is how her whole "we little guys gotta stick together" line makes sense. In Zootopia, there appears to be 4 groups: small prey, the small predators, the big prey, and the big predators, in that order of how they stand in society, with the big prey and the small predators switching places depending on the situation. So now the whole reason for Bellwether's scheme makes a lot of sense. She is a small prey, the group that is discriminated against the most, and she's kind of treated like trash by Lionheart, a predator. And speaking of Lionheart, I want to address him too. While the citizens of Zootopia, both the 90% prey and the 10% predators, may have elected a predator as mayor, Assistant Mayor Bellwether, a small prey, is still in power. So I guess the citizens seem to think that a small prey was needed to balance out a predator. Not that it did much good, but there were good intentions behind it. Second, Jay had an issue about Nick having to face systematic prejudice and the whole struggle he faced with that, but yet the movie somehow seemed to suggest that by removing Bellwether, all of that prejudice and discrimination went away, and we all know that that is not how it works in real life. Personally, I believe the movie was trying to show that the discrimination and fear caused by Bellwether went away when she was removed. We all know it would be impossible to take discrimination out of society completely, but there seems to be a more or less constant amount of it that only fluctuates when fear is added into the equation. Take fear, or at least the cause of it, out of the equation, and you go back to the norm, which, granted, isn't perfect, but it's a heck of a lot better. Well, that's all I have for now. If anyone out there watching this video has something to add, please comment, email me, get your future self who invented time travel to stop by my house and tell me how to keep the world spinning, whatever you want. Signing off, I am the Gravity Falls Gossiper.
Toby determined, Gravity Falls Gossiper. Do you really think this constitutes a wonder of the world?
Your microphone's a turkey baster, Toby.
Oh, and one more thing before I forget, Jay, to answer all your questions at the beginning of the video, the directors have confirmed that the movie is somewhat based off the movie Robin Hood, and that Nick's design was based off the Disney character. The movie was going to have separate sections for birds and reptiles, but they decided to just stick with mammals. And I think that the animals are organized by certain characteristics into the prey-predator category. So, like, if you're big, have sharp teeth and claws, and have the ability to rip apart most any animal you want, you're probably a large predator. Just saying.